Greetings. My name is Carl Ferrara. I'm the conductor of the Silver Chords. Silver Chords are a community chorus based in Smithtown, New York. And this is my video log, or vlog. We're about to start our spring 2019 season, and the spring 2019 season we are going to premiere this piece, which is probably backwards on the camera. I hope I can turn that around, but it's The Mass for Chorus and Orchestra by Arthur Frackenpohl. A little bit about the piece. Dr. Frackenpohl was a professor up at the Crane School of Music, my alma mater. He was a professor there since 1946, I believe, and 1946 on he taught composition, arranging, piano, but he also, while he was there, he was a very prolific composer. He's written many pieces, most of which are for instrumental, but he has also written some songs, some choral arrangements. He's even written an opera and a cantata. And a Mass. The way the Mass came about, he wrote it for his friend and colleague and beloved dean of the Crane School of Music, Helen Hosmer. The concert hall at the Crane School of Music is named after Helen Hosmer. Then she passed away in 1989, and then the following year, Crane Chorus premiered the Mass. Here's where the story gets interesting. The piece has not been performed since that premiere. I got nostalgic last year, and I said, gee, I wonder if there's a recording of this piece. I miss it. I haven't heard it in years. Let me see if I can find it anywhere. And I couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find a performance of it. I couldn't find it published anywhere. So I figured I would go to the Crane Library. Certainly the Crane Library has a copy. No, they don't. So this piece just basically had its premiere and then was never heard from again. How, and in my mind I'm like, how has that happened? It's such a beautiful, lovely piece. So I contacted Crane Library. They couldn't track it down. They put me in touch with Stephen Frackenpohl, Arthur Frackenpohl's son. He went into the basement and found the original score. We got the piece, and we got permission to perform it. It's such an amazing opportunity. One major challenge of this, and one of the reasons why I think it's really important for groups to do serious pieces and major works and do original works, is this is more preparation than I've put into anything that I had always thought as a conductor I would be doing. And I've never really had the opportunity to do it. And it's also going to challenge them to sing in a way maybe they're not really used to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Then 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 e and a 3 and 1. 1 e and a 2 e and a 3 e and a 1 e and a 2 and a 3 e and a 1 e and a 2 and a 3 e and 1 e, a 2, and a 3 e n. A 2 and a e n. 1 e, a 2 e n and n. 1 da 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 da. And that's the rhythm that we're looking for, because it goes gloria, 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 gloria. So that was fun. And we got it done. It was very challenging, and there was a lot of really good excitement about it because this was not our usual thing. Some people were like, wait a minute, this isn't exactly what we usually do. And a number of people went, hey, this isn't what we usually do. This is interesting. Which is kind of what I wanted. The 4 years I was at Crane, I sang with Crane Chorus 2 years. And those were the 2 years led up to the premiere of the Frackenpohl Mass. In that time, we performed Handel's Messiah. That was the final performance of Brock McElherron as conductor of Crane Chorus. Then we did the Bruckner Te Deum combined with the Poulenc Gloria. What mainly struck me as a young student that I had never encountered before, the Bruckner Te Deum is in what's called arch form. Basically, using lettering, arch form is A, B, C, B, A. It's 5 movements. The first and the fifth are identical. The third and the fourth are identical. And the little one in the middle is on its own. So it sort of creates an arch form. I'm noticing that the Frackenpohl Mass also uses arch form a lot. Several of the pieces are in arch form, particularly the Gloria and the Sanctus. There also is a bit of a thematic arch form for the entire piece. On top of that, Poulenc Gloria, which Dr. Frackenpohl told me himself was a major inspiration for the tone of this piece. Then the following season we did Hodie by Ray Vaughan Williams, which is still one of my favorite pieces of music, my favorite Christmas cantata. But that being Vaughan Williams had a lot of nifty syncopated rhythms. Noel, 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 which might have inspired, Gloria, Gloria, little rhythmic things like that. So my theory, certainly being in Potsdam, in the Crane environment, while Crane Chorus is working on these particular pieces of music, that had to have been an inspiration for this piece. And I do know that Dr. Frackenpohl was working on that piece while we were rehearsing these other pieces. It's just a theory. It's something I found quite interesting. I don't know what I can do with that information, but we go by the 3-time rule. And the 3-time rule is, in rehearsal, the first rehearsal, when you learn new music, you learn it. There's no way it's going to be memorized. There's no way it's going to be perfect. Can't be. Physically cannot be perfect after just one hearing. Then you get to the second one. Second hearing will be a review. Okay, we'll go over the parts again. The singers will go, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember we did that last week. And then the third will be one more run through. After 3 hearings, it's in the vault and it's locked away. And then we shouldn't have to go over it again. So, first question always, how did it go last week? It went last week. It was good. To be honest, I've been a little bit discouraged and nervous for the first time in this. Not that things didn't go well. It's entirely from my point of view. I had a whole laundry list of things I wanted to accomplish, and they didn't get accomplished. It wasn't difficulty from the choir's standpoint. It was over planning. I had underestimated how much time I would have to rehearse. I also tried something. Benjamin Zander is the conductor of the Boston Philharmonic Orchestra. Benjamin Zander wrote a book with his wife, Rosamund, and the book is called The Art of Possibility. It changed my life. So what I tried was something he does with the Boston Phil, which is he puts out a white sheet of paper on everybody's stand. And he invites the orchestra members to write down anything that they need that he's not doing. We really need to go over measure 51 again. So I got a lot of no-shows because I don't think a lot of people are getting what they have. Other comments that I got were, we're going to need sectionals, which is a good idea. And we got a couple of discouraging remarks along the lines of why are we even doing this? We usually pop music, and that sort of got me down a little bit. So I've been fighting that all week while also refocusing on what we're going to do this week. I'm still enthusiastic. I've been talking my way out for that one person who wrote the negative comment. I've got 40 others who don't seem to mind that much. I hope. One of the ways that I'm refocusing is I want to really be more of a motivator. So I'm happy to say I think this Saturday we'll actually get to run through an entire section of music. It also seems like a monumental task. We're going to do a complete mass, but it's actually not because the movements are very short and accessible. It's only 30 minutes long, which is not very big for a piece of choral music. So instead of do this thing that I'm asking you to do, I'm like, what can I do to make this easy for you? You know, and we're, you know, I dun 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 hills on it in excelsis dun dun that. Am I overthinking? Yes. Yes, we're getting to that. And unless you're amazing, like me.